Hello, everybody. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am so glad that you can join me today for this session of a faith chat. Now, faith chats. Now, for those of you who don't know me, if you're just finding me online, I'm Jamal Maxim. I'm an igniter of champion leaders. I help aspiring school leaders make the shift from the classroom into the principal's office. But this is the time where I talk to my people of faith, because I'm a person of faith, about business ownership and entrepreneurship, and those specifically who have answered the call to business ownership. Owning a business is a calling and an assignment from God, and it can be challenging and rewarding all at the same time. And so this I just wanted to share with you about perspective, and how our perspective, how we cannot allow the day-to-day application or the day-to-day challenges of walking out our assignment with God to shift our perspective or get us to question what God has said to us about our business and about the target market or the niche or the group that He has called us to. And so I wanted to just read a scripture to you from, and it's not on the screen, so you're going to have to either turn to it yourself or just listen intently, from Deuteronomy chapter 11. And I am reading from the New American Standard Version, and I'm reading at verse 10. And now this is what God was saying or to the people, the children of Israel who left Egypt prior to going into the promised land. This is what He said. He said to them that for the land into which you are entering to possess it is not like the land of Egypt from which you came, where you used to sow your seed and water it with your foot like a vegetable garden. Now, the first thing we have to remember that I believe God is saying to us is that the business, the land that God has called you to, the place that God has called you to as a business owner is not like the place you left when you were an employee. It's a totally different scenario. While you're taking skill sets that you've learned from working for other people, now you're applying it to working directly for God Himself. You know, He's the owner of your business. He's the CEO. He's just letting you have the title and allowing you to steward and manage it. But it said it's not like that. And so remember, this experience that you are having is not like the other experiences. This is different. This is God doing something different. Now, he said they would used to sow seed and water with their foot like a vegetable garden, meaning that they would sow seed and then have to put their own efforts into trying to water it to make that seed grow. Now look at verse 11. It says, but the land into which you are about to cross to possess it, a land of hills and valleys, drinks water from the rain of heaven. So instead of you having to sow your seed and it be your strength and your effort that causes that thing to grow, He is saying where you're going is a place where you sow seed, but it drinks water from the rain of heaven. Now, in this business sense, I'm telling you that as you are doing the effort, as you are just doing the acts of faith and acting in obedience, it is the rain of heaven that causes your business to grow. It is not your physical strength. It is not your talent. It's not a specific framework. It is the rain of heaven that God releases upon you and upon your business that causes it to grow. This is not like the place of bondage where you had to do everything in your own strength. In this place with your business, your assignment, it is the time and it is the place where God will rain on it and cause it to grow. And then it says this. It said, it is a land of hills and valleys that drinks water from the rain of heaven, a land for which the Lord your God cares. The eyes of the Lord your God are always on it from beginning even to the end of the year. Now, The place where God is having you, the people that God is calling you to serve through your business, there are people that God cares for, and his eyes are on them all the time, and he sees all of them. So the people he's sending you to are people that he cares for. The industry that God has you in is an industry that God cares for, and his eyes are on it, and he sees the entirety of the industry. While he's assigning you to be a person of influence in it and to make an impact by serving people, but he sees everything and he cares for it and causes the rain to be upon it. Now, then he says this: every place on which the sole of your foot treads will be yours. Then he drops down and says this: no man will be able to stand before you. The Lord your God will lay the dread of you and the fear of you on the land for which you set foot, as he has spoken. And so God is saying, look, everywhere you go is yours. No challenge can stand before you because it's a place that God has spoken it. And so, but here's the thing. God said this to the people before they crossed over. They sent 12 spies into the land. They, after 40 days, they came back and verified, yes, this is the land, but they allowed their perspective on the challenge to change what they thought about, or their perspective on what God has said. They said, oh, they're giants. They said, we look like grasshoppers. They're stronger than us. But God told them previously no one would stand against them. God did tell them that the nations were stronger than them, but he also said that those stronger nations wouldn't defeat him. And so when you are in this industry, as you're operating in business, don't allow what the size of someone else's business, or the amount of followers they have, or the impact it appears they are making, to persuade, to get you off of your persuasion of what God has said about the impact you are to make. Don't allow the challenge of building your business with God cause you to get in a place of unbelief where you don't recognize that where you are now is not where you are destined to be, because God is the one building this business with you. And so keep your perspective on the promise that God has made for your business and for your life. Everything that he has said, he is doing. And so he is raining on your business. You know, I look at marketing as a seed. He's bringing increase, and you just have to continue to walk out the steps that he has given you in faith. Don't allow your stuff, the stuff you see, or the challenges, or what seems like closed doors, to stop you, because a no is favor and it's redirection. And I want to say this to you that I got grabbed hold of last week. I want to say this: when you are looking at your business, and when you are operating your business, and when you are talking to your customers and clients, remember, you're there to serve, but you also are the opportunity. You're not looking for opportunities. You're offering opportunities for people to receive the transformation from the revelation and the gift that God has given you in your business. All right, so that's it. That's all I wanted to share. I want you to stay encouraged, stay in faith as you walk this out. If you are not a member of the Faith and Entrepreneurship group on Facebook, I encourage you to join, where I share these videos and we encourage each other. I also encourage you to follow me on Clubhouse. You'll hear me talk a lot about education space, which is the group that God has called me to talk to, but you'll also hear me talk about business and business ownership, as well as times of prayer. And so follow me, like, comment, share this video. Now, if you need help with your business and stepping into everything God has called, and you feel like you just need to make a shift for things to be in alignment, feel free to reach out to me and I will help you the best way I can. And I will support you with the gift and the revelation that God has given me. All right, so see you next time. I want you to be successful, walk out your purposes and destiny, and I want you to live like a champion. Bye-bye.